Hello everyone, welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4. We are very close to having a breakthrough against Italy. We've largely taken that which we need to. Italy is at 100%. Oh my goodness. Oh, they took Venice back. Dang it. I was gonna say, we could see Italy capitulate any time now, but apparently not. Here, let's get rid of this. There. Can we take Venice back? Maybe. That's a solid win. Okay. No. Retake the naval base, swing back around. Why? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Retake Venice. Oh my goodness, retake Venice, please. Yugoslavia, you're doing a great job. I appreciate your efforts down there. We have Venice. Boom! Italy capitulated! Bam! Manuel Azzana has announced that the cowardly Italian nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Spanish forces throughout the country. The Italian government chose to flee the country and has gone to exile. Their main forces have capitulated, and Spain is now in control of their home area. It actually belongs to the UK. And France for part of it. Though the war against what remains of the Axis continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all of the Allies. Wow. So I have Palermo. I have Trieste. So I did take a little bit. So there's apparently an army right here. Probably the Japanese. We're probably going to lose Palermo. But, guys, wow. Alright, we're changing up. Back to you. So planning speed, combat width, entrenchment. Yeah. Switch back to you. We capitulated Italy. Ha ha ha! That is so good. I am so proud of my guys. My 3 divisions. They pulled it off. That is unbelievable. Now we have to sit and hold on to Palermo because the Japanese are all over here and they're dangerous. They're very dangerous. Now, of course, we're going to see the Germans push back in. The UK is going to lose a lot of this land immediately. Yeah, we already lost Trieste. The French is probably going to lose some of their land as well. But this is going to really open things up. Oh, that's Spanish Africa gets 2 more air bases. We'll use them. Regimental combat teams. So we have overwhelming fire as defender. Very good. All right. So this doesn't matter too much, because for tanks and armor, but it's something. Yeah, we're going to lose Venice. The Americans are coming in to try and help. Yeah, wow, we're pulling so many Germans away. They're just like, they're freaking out right now. They're going for Italy, which is going to save the Yugoslavs and the Greeks from what was probably about to be a huge attack against them. Now all that focus is turned to Italy. Wow. I don't think we can take this. Nope. Good effort. Alright, so we'll just sit here and hold against Palermo. Entrench, be safe, and watch as Italy gets pretty much all their stuff back. But for now, it all belongs to the UK, and that is fantastic. And we have a new city. And that doesn't do us any good at all. Palermo's completely worthless, apparently. Yeah, Sicily. Yeah, it has a civilian factory and a naval dockyard. And the civilian factory, I think, must be in Messina because we don't have it. So we don't ultimately get anything out of owning Palermo. But we have it, so that's a thing. So Italy capitulated. That is so good. And now Germany's going full force full force to retake Italy and France. Italy and France both. Wow. And they're doing it. They're absolutely doing it. Hey, hey! Meanwhile, crazy people are over here fighting the Soviets. They're dying, but they're trying. They're trying real hard. Okay, that's a little weird, but well, do what you can, I guess. So our Air Force is 3 tactical bombers over Greece, which aren't doing us any good, and 10 naval bombers. So the 3 tactical bombers over Greece. Why don't you go to Latinum in the Italian theater for close air support? Provide what little assistance we can against the huge amount of Germans and Japanese and the couple Italians that are coming through this entire area. Like, they didn't really care that we took Rome, but as soon as we capitulated Italy, that's when things turned around. It'd be a great chance for a breakaway move from both Greece and Yugoslavia. If they could manage it. I don't think they can. They have enough for defense, but not enough for offense. The Germans had overwhelming forces against Yugoslavia, and we pulled them out. Whew. Close. Very close. Oh, yeah, they're all wiped out up here. And no retreat. They don't have anything. They have no dock. So all these guys are just doomed. But at least on the Italian front, they're not doomed. Not yet. I'd love to see a nice movement to kick the Japanese out of here. They have 2 naval dockyards to this one location. But if we can kick them out, then they have to fight our fleet among other fleets. And I don't know if they'll be able to make it. I don't think the Japanese would survive if we were able to kick them out here. Problem is, I don't think we're going to be able to kick them out. I don't think that's going to happen. So, hey, all right. Well, there goes Bologna. Yeah. They did not hold a supply line to France. I'm just happy France still exists, if I'm being honest. Oh, wow. What happened over here? Wow. It's like a huge army. The massive army that was in Saigon has apparently become a thing. Jeez. That hurts. The UK are trying to hold on to Beijing. Their entire supply chain just kind of broke. France has quite a bit of land. So that's good. And the UK still has this. Which is... I find that to be hilarious. They still have this. The Soviets have not pushed them all the way back. Huh. Alright then. Weird things are happening in Asia right now. And I guess weird things are happening in Europe as well, because Italy was capitulated, but all that does is weaken the Italians temporarily, because they are going to try and take their entire little country back. Though, it looks like they've stopped. It actually looks like their push to retake their country has largely stopped, and we're able to hold on to most of Italy. So that's actually a big deal, because there's actually quite a few factories in Italy. That's a big help to the British. The British really need manpower more than anything else now. They have supplies. Did I accidentally stop that? I did. The British have supplies. You know, now after taking Italy and having all this empire, massive empire, they have supplies. They just need manpower, and I don't know if they're capable of getting enough manpower. 0 of 1,000 airplanes. Okay. So the next time they try a push to take Gibraltar, we might see those air bases in Quetta getting used a whole lot more. And we're adding more air bases, so I hope that ends up being a big positive for them. They'll have a nice little jumping off platform. Or the Americans. Again, we're largely waiting for the Americans to do stuff. You know, we've had our nice little projects and all, but we're largely waiting for the Americans to get involved here. Nice. So we have encryption. Very good. Work on rocketry. May as well. Doesn't matter too much what we do. If we could just get the Americans involved, we'd be doing great. Wendell White, or Wendell Wilkie. Don't really like the Germans, apparently. Okay. So Brazil is officially predominantly democratic. They are democratic. They have Why We Fight. Okay, they're getting that now. What else did they choose here? Isolationist? Liberty, interventionism focused. Aha! Okay. Spain is in a state of war. Normally an election would be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that cannot afford to spend time on political campaigning or a change of leadership if that should come about. Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping elections is the first step towards eroding Spanish democracy. After all, letting military matters take precedence over the people's influence could be a slippery slope. Yeah, we'll get elections held as usual. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I mentioned in the comments of one of my videos the cycle of government. So you go from fascism to communism to democracy, and that goes straight back to fascism, which will go back into communism and democracy, and it's this nice little circle of fascism, communism, and democracy that just kind of builds up over time. Yay! Airbase. It's actually kind of interesting to look at. Well, close air support modules. And the naval effort doesn't matter. That doesn't help us. Unless we control Valencia, that doesn't help us. So, go for the rocket effort. May as well. But yeah, anyways, that's just something that I found interesting, is the cycle of government. That if you're not careful, democracy will slip into fascism. And that's both true in real life and in this game. Absolutely. So, yeah, that giant battle for Yugoslavia that's now happening, we held it off just a little bit. We were able to take, we were able to capitulate Italy, and that actually forced the offensive against Yugoslavia to be delayed, quite obviously at this point. So, good. We were able to hold them off just a little bit longer, help the Yugoslavs get back in there and take away some stuff from the Italians. Unfortunately, Germany now controls this bottom part of France, whereas that used to belong to Italy. But Italy is effectively rendered moot. And they kind of were before, to be honest. They weren't all that impressive anyways. But now more so than ever, Italy is just completely and utterly worthless in this war. So, yay, we have Rome. We have Rome, and I'm happy to say that we have Rome. Okay, go to Bosnia. When you're in Bosnia, help the Western Balkans with close air support. And then we have 6 naval bombers left. There you go. Don't worry about the naval bombers. They're doing their job. They bombed some boats, I'm sure. Yeah! Portugal getting involved. Yes. That is what we want to see. That is exactly what we were trying to do. They're at 53%. Well, that's going to mean Portugal will be involved in this war. They have a... Holy crap-a-doodle! They have 127 regiments! Dude! When did that happen? Holy cow. The Soviet-Finnish War. No. Calling us the Germans. The Italian-Greek War. Yes! Okay. Come on, Portugal. Yeah! The Portuguese invasion of Spain has begun. Germans cower in fear against the might of the Portuguese military. Wow. What a force to bring into this war, though. 147 divisions. What a force to bring in, though. Holy cow. That's nothing compared to the Germans, obviously. The Italians are they have 2 divisions. So we have completely shut down the Italians. They have 2 divisions. But we just basically brought in the equivalent of Legionary Romania on our side. That's awesome. That is amazing. I love you, Portugal. Take back Spain. They are single-handedly going to become a big, big pain for the Germans over here in the Iberian Peninsula. I look forward to it. I don't want to give up Palermo, so our 3 divisions are staying over here. I don't want to give up Palermo, but we will have a fight for Portugal. I don't know if we'll have our country back. The Germans are very, very strong. I don't know if we'll have our country back. But it's a close-fought thing. And the Portuguese are going to bring some serious heat to the Germans. That's going to be a very expensive war. The British are getting involved over here. I mean, honestly, the Australians, the French, everybody, pull out of the Soviet Union, get your butts over to Portugal, and combine our forces. Really push the Germans out. I think they're moving to go fight the USSR. I think Portugal's abandoning their land to go fight the USSR, and that makes me really sad because they have so much power. They could do so much. Man. Wow. The Germans way over here. They're going to stage a huge retaking of Italy. Because they failed to take Yugoslavia. They failed miserably to take Yugoslavia. Is there any 0-1400? Dang. So Portugal will probably have enough to defend their borders. And a little bit of our borders. Nothing meaningful. But it looks like they're taking their entire military and putting them somewhere else. That really sucks. The Portuguese had a great opportunity there to really drive away the Germans. It didn't happen. Well, here comes the Germans again. Yeah, they're retaking Italy. Guys, you might want to reposition yourself defensively. It might matter. I'm just throwing that out there. What happened? Defeat against a lot of different stuff. How many boats do we have? 11. We have 11. Okay. We sunk some convoys. Good. Lost a dude. There's a battle going on. Nothing happened. We lost... That was a long time ago when we had... No, it's Italy. Italy lost some stuff. We lost a lot of stuff, too. A lot of subs. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there goes Portugal. Portugal's completely gone at this point. Wow. Do you even still have your troops, Portugal? 27. How do you go from 140 to 27 just immediately? That's really sad. Portugal's immediately just crushed. We still have Ceuta. Still have Ceuta, and a fairly large Air Force base in Ceuta as well. 1,400. That's not bad. But, well, so much for Portugal. We tried. What are you gonna do? Well, hey, non-aggression pact against Turkey. Boom. Boost party popularity in Turkey. We could absolutely use an ally right there. That could be a very important ally for us. So, I'm disappointed, but that's the end of the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Best thing you do for the channel is share the video on Facebook and on Twitter. Thank you to Anthem for being a Patreon supporter. Patreon links in the description down below. I am very disappointed in you, Portugal. You had a chance to do something great, and you threw it away. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time with more Hearts of Iron 4. DFTBA.